Oh,
welcome back.
Oh, welcome to the show.
Can I tell you guys a real quote I overheard in class today?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't it crazy that Shrek and Fat Bastard were played by the same guy?
Damn.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Let me ask another question. What was that guy's grade on the last time?
He was complaining a lot about some of the answers when we were going through the exam, so I think it wasn't too great.
Tom asks, what did that guy get on the test? Probably some food.
Spit.
Food and a little bit of soda.
Dip spit coming out of my snake bites. Well,
I mean, it was the funniest thing was it was like seemingly out of nowhere, but I do have an Austin Powers sticker on my water bottle, so I think maybe he saw that and it said to the guy next to him.
Not to you.
Yeah, not to me. Yeah. No, it was just like I overheard this as I was leaving.
That's so
that'd
weird.
Be funny. That'd be funny if that was his like attempt at an icebreaker, like trying to say that out loud to get your attention and like to talk to him and be like, yeah, it is crazy.
Like you're gonna turn around. Man. I know about that.
Trying to say, did anyone like Austin Powers or Shrek? And your voice cracks.
You know what is a crazy thing that you can tell people?
Huh.
Shrek was based on a book.
True.
Shut the fuck
up. It's not even a joke. I'm not lying.
Serious?
Shrek is based on a book.
No, it's not.
And I got some news for you. The book was a little more fucked up than the movie, from what I hear.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it when I heard about it.
Who wrote it?
What was the fucked
Austin
up stuff
Powers?
that happened in Forrest Gump? Did some of that happen in the Shrek book too?
Yeah, Shrek's
He went to
wife got
Vietnam?
AIDS.
Yeah. Shrek actually got AIDS in the book.
Fiona was a slut.
Shrek went to Vietnam.
Elvis learned how to do his little dance from watching Shrek do the Fortnite dance.
Yeah, he learned his dance from watching all of the fairy tale people dancing to "I'm a Believer." That's where he got his moves from.
What'd you just Google that you didn't believe?
The Shrek book.
The Shrek book.
It came out in 1990. No.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of Alex's signature goofs.
Yeah, that's why I said it, because it sounds like something I would make up like that. But it's actually real. Shrek is based on a book, and it came out in 1990, and they waited, 12 years? 13 years?
10 years? Wasn't it 2000?
Spielberg bought the rights to it in 1991.
That's weird, too. He waited a long time.
Well, I guess if you think of, like, animation back then, it probably wasn't to the point where they thought they could actually, like, pull it off and make it look nice.
It was pre-Toy Story.
Yeah. Like, Toy Story came a few years later, and you're like, okay, we could potentially do this, like, but it's also going to cost a lot of money. Let's just wait a little bit longer. Nobody's going to remember that it's a book. They're going to think we wrote it. All right, perfect.
Maybe they were going to do a bunch of, like, anti-Soviet propaganda, but then the Union fell anyway.
Oh.
And they're like, all right, we could shelf this for a bit.
That's a good point, too, Michael. That's a smart point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a political podcast.
Yeah,
so.
I also, that was what I was going to say after Michael finished talking. He just beat me to it.
Here's another crazy thing. Did you guys know that the show The Last of Us is based on a video game?
Shut the fuck up. Now you're just making shit up, dude.
I'm dead serious,
You're pissing me off.
Yeah, it is.
Did you know that the game Wordle is based off of words?
It's based off of crosswords.
It's based off the dictionary. It's also based off a book. Damn, dude, this is crazy. We're learning a lot right now.
Merge.
So
God
stupid.
damn it.
I've done the work of getting that into so many people's heads. Now it's not just me driving around in the car being, Merge, I'm a Wordler.
I saw a yellow fire hydrant going, Merge!
Merge!
Makes no
Doing
sense.
the worst Homer impression is so funny to me.
Season 1 Homer.
That sounds pretty good to me, actually.
I edited it and like I uploaded it to our different shit, and then for whatever reason it played while my phone was across the room. And I thought, like, when I was editing it, that Alex's Homer was like the more Homery one. And then when it was across the room coming from my phone speaker, Michael sounded like actual Homer Simpson to me, to the point where I thought it went to another like reel or YouTube short, and it was like an actual Homer Simpson one. I'm a Wordler, Marge.
Sorry, I did the voice too good, guys.
I guess we should all be voice actors.
Yeah.
We should go on the casting couch website and be
I don't
voice
think
actors.
I don't think we have the talent or
The casting couch.
It is a casting couch.
So is this your first voiceover? Outlaw is sitting there with his balls showing, he's fucking flopping his legs
Just
back and forth really fast.
His camel toe.
Yeah. He's sending his
red
sit-down air
shorts.
across the room like one of those little air things that you blow the chimney with.
Ooh,
Whipping your cock out while he's doing a SpongeBob impression.
Yeah, just
You want to help me out here? I'll help you.
I'm
playing with
SpongeBob.
just playing with his penis between his fingers while it's just out of his shorts while he's like, we gotta get to the Krabby Patty. And the guy's like, I can see you doing that.
Hey man, please stop doing that.
A casting couch video with Outlaw on the couch, and he's already playing with his shit, and they're filming him. He doesn't even realize that it's a porno yet.
Where the
They
guys
decide to stop.
Just
They're
rolling
like,
between
no,
his
we can't
fingers
do
like
this.
a coin.
This is making us very uncomfortable.
Like, dude, why are you already playing with your penis?
when
Like,
the
you're
guys
supposed to be like, you don't even know that it's a sexual thing yet in the plot here. So
I love the idea of Outlaw when the guy says you're gonna have to suck my cock. Outlaw just takes his hand like full finger spread and rubs it up his nose for some reason.
You love that idea? You
I love
the
it.
idea of Outlaw being
Yeah,
ready to
and then
suck some-
afterwards, the casting couch guy gets to own the Outlaw brand.
The Outlaw brand. Oh no.
oh, that's a good brand.
Yeah,
That is a great
that brand's worth millions.
A lot of links.
Yeah, and a lot of links to viruses and some coldest water bottles.
Do you know,
I thought
does anyone know about Linktree?
yeah, he looks outside. I
don't think he
thought
does.
about
Someone should
I
tell
thought
him about
about
it.
reaching out and seeing if we could get a coldest water sponsorship, and just having that on the stream at all times.
Oh, perfect. I would love that. Got mine here.
Just need.
I don't know if they do actual sponsorships. Some of those
No.
companies, I think they do 2-tier ones where they do actual sponsorships, like people who sponsor video essays or stuff like
Well,
that, like
it's-
Audible, like that.
Do you think maybe we could get a sponsor by like a like a lawyer? It's like
the
a
way-
random like
yeah.
accident
Oh
lawyer.
yeah, probably.
Then they have the one on the website for people like Outlaw, where they have to pay money up front, and if you sell $500 of it, they give you a 10% commission,
Mhm.
and it's basically you give us $50 and then you get nothing back. Fuck you.
Well, there's different levels to it, like for a lot of those companies where, you know, like they'll reach out to you or you have to reach out to them. There's a sponsor that like now has a sign up and anybody can basically get an affiliate link and you just have to go on the website and sign up and like people can use that code and get 10% off. Right. And like they used to reach out to people. Now they just and send you stuff. And now it's just like, okay, here's your affiliate link. We're not going to send you anything, but now you can say you're sponsored.
Alex, you need to have your wife contact Gay Horny and let's get sponsored by her Coldwell Banker branch.
I love Gay Horny.
Wouldn't that be cool to have a Gay Horny logo on our stream with her
I wonder if
face?
she's still in business.
Oh, she is.
Oh,
with me.
she's business. Yeah. I was gonna
She means
say.
business.
Yeah, all night long.
Any listeners live in Silver Springs, Maryland? Do you ever see those signs around?
Yeah,
The Gay
is
Horny signs? I
is
would
Gay-
I would
is
pay
Gay
money for
Horny
one of
still
those.
selling houses?
Let
Let us know.
She has
sound
I
off
think-
in the comments.
I think my wife found it years ago. Gay Horny's Facebook page. The first post on it was like Facebook wouldn't let me make an account before because of my name. They said it was pornography and deleted it.
Yeah.
So she had a really hard time getting on Facebook. I wish I still had it
Damn.
because her name is Gay Horny.
yeah, like
So
I mean,
automatically flagged every time.
if you see a sign that says Gay Horny Open House, what are you doing? You know, of course you're gonna check the house out.
Yeah, it's like that place Devin was talking about
Yeah, he was at
that
Gay
he went
Horny
to in
Open House.
2018. Gay
I thought I
Horny.
was in Silver Springs, Maryland, buying a nice a duplex, but apparently I was in Hamilton at the bathhouse.
Gay horny posting posting on Facebook that she can't sell houses because some lisping young man keeps showing up at all the events.
I love that was
He's trying
happening.
to suck cocks. It's like, get out of here.
That was happening within a couple miles of the Fatties.
Yeah, that's
Devin,
cool.
Devin, here's a scenario that would take 25 hours of real time to explain to somebody not listening to us right now, or listening to us normally. Devin Sweeney standing in the kitchen during a Gay Horny open house, and there's a guy there that's a legitimate buyer, and he's like, "Why is this floor creaking?" But it's just Devin over there grinding his teeth. He thinks the floorboards are like, I thought you said this house is brand new.
That's
Pretty
the
good.
Edgar Allan Poe shit.
Wait, so
Their
you're
boy
saying
over there is creaking.
if I buy this for 10 over asking, I'll also get my cock suck? Okay.
Dude, getting your cock suck after a nice purchase.
Dude.
Wow.
Buying a new house and getting your cock suck?
Yep. Awesome.
Dream. Cock
That's
suck.
what the Big Short was about. Devin's cock.
Open house, open mouth. That's what they call it. Devin comes as a little present on the side.
Open
Slut
mouth.
Realty.
Yep.
What's up, you two bitch? What's up, real estate bitches? It's me, Devin.
Oh, I'm on the other side of this glory hole. I know there's a woman in there. Which that bitch is you hear? And it's you hear the
Honestly,
grinding.
that would be the worst. Yeah, I was about to say that would be the worst thing. Just like, I think I've said it before, but having to fuck him, and you're just trying to get it over with, and he like won't shut the fuck up, and he's grinding his teeth. You're like, Devin, please stop. Just shut up, man. Just trying to get through this.
Let me fuck your ass and come without you.
Yeah.
grinding your teeth, please.
Damn, Chet. Chet is turning over.
You know what I was thinking about the other day, speaking of glory holes?
Enough.
The idea of having two guys on the other side of the glory hole, one to suck the cock, and then another guy to make moaning noises so he thinks it's a girl. Even though they wouldn't be able to moan because it's in her mouth anyway. So you're like,
Very cool.
Or the idea, it's also funny to have a guy sucking the cock and then there's an actual girl in the stall with him making moaning noises. Like, I love your cock. But then it's a guy sucking it still.
It's
Just to trick him.
And the girl can enunciate perfectly while it's happening.
Yeah. It's like,
Ooh,
oh my
this cock
god, I
tastes
love
so
having
good.
your big cock in my mouth. Oh my gosh.
Well, there should actually
She
be a guy.
sells by the seashore.
No matter what, even if it is a woman sucking the cock in the glory hole, there should always be a man that's hard on the other side. Because if the guy tries to put his eye up there to see through, he gets a cock right in the eye.
That's a rookie mistake, is to put
Make a
your eye
fucking
up to
Three
it.
Stooges noise.
It's like putting an eye up to a gun.
Yeah, you never do that.
Yeah. Never look directly into a glory hole. Because it could be loaded.
That's how you lose an eye.
Could be two-sided. You don't know who's over there, son.
Two-sided.
There could be a guy over there ready to burst.
Yeah. So what happens? What happens when you're both trying to go through it? You're just having a little battle.
Just leaving and coping. Her fucking boyfriend was in there. He's gay, man.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's a guy on the other side of the glory hole, man. It was so
Dude, don't
fucked
go-
up. Like,
There's a
I
guy.
didn't realize it was a guy until he tried to put his dick
Wait.
in at the same time I tried to put mine in.
A guy starting a like true crime podcast. So there was a guy, and we're trying to figure out what happened to the woman because she just disappeared.
It was an 8-part
And out of the
series.
stall came a
completely-
guy.
I think it's a Langoliers type situation. I think she has some sort of rift. Because I went to the other side after she sucked me, and there was just this guy standing there, and I was like, "What'd you do with her?" And I shook him, and he said, "I don't." What do you mean?
What did you do with her? Real
Like,
Brian Laundrie
guy picking
situation.
up like a bar stool and looking under it. Where'd she go?
Looking in the toilet tank. And I didn't hear the flush, so she couldn't have gone down.
Oh yeah, opening the tank. Hello.
Did you ever see those pranks where you grab someone's feet while they're in the bathroom under the stall? They're probably all fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
love those.
it would
though.
be
They're so
funny to combine that with the glory hole. So the guy's getting his dick sucked by a guy, and then another guy's on the other side pulling on his legs.
The one that I think is
What
real
the
only
fuck?
because
Stop it!
the one that I think is real only because they stopped posting like after that because they kept doing similar shit and I think they got sued was the doo-doo splatter prank.
Oh yeah.
That was the one. That was the funniest because there's the guy that had like his flip flop sitting on the floor while he's shitting in the public bathroom, and after they spray like it was like a pudding mix. It just looked like shit, and they spray with like an air hose onto their feet like a sound, and then just a spray shit all over. And the one guy was sitting there with his feet curled up like he had rheumatoid arthritis. There's like the splatter poop all over his feet, like the fake poop, and his feet are just sitting there, and you can tell he's just sitting like, "What the fuck do I do?"
Yeah,
So nasty.
the different reactions are good. Yeah, I think one of them, it was a guy with a brand new white pair of shoes that they got all the pudding all over, which even if it's pudding, that guy is still going to be
it's
mad.
not coming out.
Dude, I'd be fucking pissed either way. That's
You're
the
gonna
guy
have
that
to
came out
pay
and
for
choked
that.
him though.
I think
You grabbed the
there's
guy's
one where the
throat.
guy, he comes out of the stall, I think it's the guy with the flip-flops, and then he puts his foot in the sink. He's got one foot on the
Yeah.
ground and then one in the sink to try to rinse what he thinks is shit off of
And
his
he was the
foot.
guy that was like, "It's okay, man."
Yeah, that seemed like a younger gay man.
Well, both those guys too were like jock assholes, like big fucking like. You can tell they're in the gym like 8 days a week, you know.
Yeah, well, to do that, I think you have to be.
Yeah, no shit. That guy still came out and grabbed him by the throat when they turned the
Oh yeah,
camera
because
off.
you're just that mad. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I would
You just
black
shit
out.
on me, dude.
I would black out in anger, then black out from a concussion when they knock me out and wake up like.
Oh, damn, it was just pudding. Good prank, man.
Wake up immediately, lick my shoe. Huh? It was just pudding.
Bathroom pranks are a sore spot for me because one time in like middle school, my buddy was using the bathroom in the food court in the mall, and I thought it'd be funny to go fuck with them. So I ran into the stall and I started pounding on his door. I was like, "Let me in! I got a shit, dude! I got a shit, dude!" And then my buddy comes out of a different stall and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And the guy's like, "Hello?" And then I just ran out. I ran away. And so ever since then, I had to do bathroom pranks.
That's a good prank.
The best, most harmless bathroom prank was always just turning off the light in like a school bathroom when someone was in the stall, or getting like wet pieces of paper towel and just tossing it in there.
The best one,
if it hits them.
the best one was in the middle or in high school. We would take cosmic brownies at lunch, and we'd scrape all those little chocolate sprinkles off the top of them, and then we'd roll it between our hands until it looked like a turd, and then we'd go throw them in the urinals so it looked like someone took a shit in the urinal.
What's a waste of those brownies?
Yeah.
At school, that's like the best thing you get to eat if you're getting one of those. And you're going to make it into poo-poo?
You eat half of it, then the other half is enough for a solid turd. You still get some
It's
of it.
economical.
Yeah.
Chet, I won't get mad at you again, but you've just been. Which one of my former occupations are you going to come for next, man? You're the guy doing the fake brownie poops in the urinal. Last time it was the backwards carts. I mean, geez. You're like, dude, I saw a guy going through this mental illness episode, and I fucked with him. No, I was kidding.
I kept flashing the lights in his face.
Chet's like, dude, I saw this really nice coverage from January 2022 on Google Gen 4 up in Colorado, so I put a camera on my car and I overrode it with it. Son of a bitch!
I put Vaseline on the Google car camera.
Dude, there was a guy that did that, I swear. He drove to Virginia, beat his ass. Just kidding. It's probably he hit a bug or something, but
His name's Greasy Steve.
yeah. Hey, we'll let Greasy Steve drive again. This guy's been around since Gen 2.
Don't shake that guy's hand. Do not shake his
Don't
hand.
let him Greasy Steve for the last
That's
time.
another
Stop
awful
trying
prank
to clean off the camera.
that I
He moves
love
his head
that,
off
like-
a leather seat and it looks like some chips were sitting there. Hey.
The Vaseline handshake prank is one that is really funny, but not that many people have done it because you can get sued or get your ass beat, where you like go around in public, like in a public place with a lot of people around, and then go up to people and be like, "Hey man, nice to meet you," and then put out your hand and they shake your hand and you get Vaseline on their hand.
Yeah.
And then they're
God,
looking
that's
at
so
their hand
nasty.
and they're like, "What
Like,
is this?"
What is this?
Like they think
There's
it's
a
cum
chemical?
at first.
So, that's a good one, though.
Just seeing people's reactions
Dude,
as they're
people hate
trying to
thinking they have cum on
figure
their
out.
hand. Dude, when people think they have cum on their hand from a stranger, they get so out of touch angry, you know?
Get out of
people
pocket.
overreact.
So out of pocket.
If I thought you put cum on my hand, I wouldn't even freak out, dude. I'd play it cool.
I'd lick it.
I
Oh.
wouldn't lick it, but I'd just play it
No,
cool.
I wouldn't lick it. What if it's Vaseline? It's
Yeah.
nasty.
One time someone did the
Vaseline.
Vaseline in mouth prank to me, where they put a bunch of Vaseline in my mouth, and I was like, "Oh, is this cum?" No, it's just Vaseline. Okay.
Every once in a while, when I wash my hands, like when I'm out in public or something like that, I won't dry them off completely. They'll be like kind of wet, and I'll just like use the back of my pants or something like that. And whenever I like run into somebody and I like shake their hands and my hand's still kind of wet, and I know that they know, I'll just be like, "That's piss." It's just look him straight at the eye. Yep, that's.
I washed my hands after using the bathroom in the urinal.
That's just piss.
Yeah. Those are all such the epic pranks.
Don't worry, dude. I didn't wash my hands. They're completely dry.
I was a little paranoid of drinking fountains, though. I swore that you just automatically got sick off those, and I was probably right.
Well, you guys,
I mean, people are nasty,
wouldn't put my
especially
mouth on
kids.
them, though.
No,
you
you
see-
just can't put your mouth
Yeah,
on
I
it.
wouldn't
That's
touch them
disgusting.
ever. No, never.
There's like one or two kids in elementary school who would just fucking put their
their
mouth
mouth
covered and
that
then
shit.
suck it in. It's like, bro,
Yeah, they
It's
all
so
died.
gross.
you don't
They
have
all
to
died.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all died of COVID.
Yeah, it's not fucking mouthpiece
then.
for football.
Once those kids discover alcohol,
I know.
they're
it's
putting their
damn-
mouth all over that, too.
No, once those kids discover alcohol, that's a memorial page in the yearbook.
Yeah. Yeah, they get the biggest page of
No, I mean,
anybody.
I understand, though. I got to, like, my teen years, like, start drinking the summer. You turn, like, 16, 17, going to a couple parties, like, out in the woods. And the next day, you're like, I understand why those kids were sucking on the water fountain like that. Now I'm so thirsty. Enough of this stuff.
Dude, I would suck on any water fountain.
Go to Hamilton, get my cock suck.
Oh my god, I need water and get my cock sucked.
Funny, it doesn't use any fucking past tense at all. My cock suck. It was awesome. I got my cock suck. Just talking without any past tense while talking about the past tense is so funny to me. Devin's so cool.
Yeah, he lives in the present. People always tell you that you got to live in the present.
That's why they call it that.
No,
exactly.
it's a gift.
I just imagine
It's a gift.
Devin living in one of those Fortnite presents in like his stepdad's backyard. I live in the present, bitches. So stupid.
Oh, opening that up in
40,
Fortnite, he
50
pops
wood
out.
if I harvest this. 40, 50 wood.
40, 50 wood. God damn it. I would love to
He's
play.
a beautiful boy.
Dude, that should be our goal by 2024. Play Fortnite with Devin on stream.
Dude, how would he play Fortnite?
I'll tell
It's
you
so hard
how.
to reach him. That's the
Listen.
problem.
Listen, I'll tell you exactly how. He's going to get his iPod Touch back. By March,
Oh,
Fortnite's
yeah.
supposed to be back in the Apple Store after an agreement that was leaked by an employee. Devin could play Fortnite with us on a normal iPhone and be on Discord on his iPod Touch so we get back. And we'll get his cock suck, and beautiful men will look at him, and we'll stream.
Okay.
That'd be sick.
Well, you've got
Let's play it.
you got it planned out.
Plan A.
I stand aside. I apologize for doubting you.
No problem.
We need to give Devin a 360 deal.
We need to give him just a fucking like
No,
phone
man, let's
that
get him an
works.
Xbox One at least.
Yeah. He deserves it.
If you told Devin he's getting a 360 deal, that's exactly what you say. I love 360.
I did a 360 deal once where I sucked cock for a 360, and he gave me the 360, and I traded it for weed, and I smoke weed. I smoke weed.
That would be the most amount of money that he's gotten for sucking cock in
I
his
smoke
life.
weed with my
sadly.
BFF was lit out my papa bong.
If
'Cause
he
I
did
think-
that, I would respect it. I got an Xbox by buying $200 worth of Dorito variety packs once.
Mhm.
Because I figured out the cheat code where there was a certain website, I think it was walmart.com, where you could buy the packages and then you could get the Xbox with all the codes and you would end up making a profit. And we had so many Doritos for like 4 months that we got sick of Doritos.
Win-win.
But you know what's awesome? You can't be sick of Doritos forever. They're so good.
Yeah, I like Doritos.
We were talking about Doritos last night.
Do you know why they call it an Xbox
Why
One?
do they call it that?
Why?
Because when you see it, you do one 360 and to walk away.
Ah.
Nice.
Okay,
Do you know why they
we
call
have a Sony fan in here.
Listen, let me take him down a peg. Do you know, like Chet would be the Sony guy anyway? Do you know why they call it the PS5?
Why?
Because there's 5 of them.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Those guys on Twitter are my favorite of like anybody
Bro,
else. You
guys
can
that
look
are mine
at.
and
The
Tom's
console
age
wars.
that are
Yeah.
still in the console wars.
Yeah.
And I love the ones that have their gamer tag, like how old
I
it
know.
is.
Search Gay Station on Twitter.
Oh,
and you'll
God.
just find all these Xbox guys.
People
And, like-
spelling Microsoft with a $sign still.
It's
Even
so
though Sony
funny.
also spelled with an S and is more expensive.
It's like those Japanese soldiers in the Philippines who thought the war was still going on.
Yes, they are. They're
There was that one in Guam
35,
that was there till
36.
1974 or whatever.
It's too bad you didn't get to meet him, dude.
They're playing, Call of Duty and Madden and just talking about which console is better. And it's like, doesn't matter. All those games are on all those consoles. Who fucking
They're
cares, dude?
exclusives.
You are playing Madden, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's as good as it was on PS2.
It's actually worse now than it was on PS2.
Yeah, and guess what? I'd rather play NCAA any day. Fuck Madden.
Of course.
It has been pretty liberating for people to be like, Chad, I know you're a really big gamer. Like, what console should I get? And I'd be like, I don't fucking know. I got a PC 5 years ago. I'm good. I got everything I need right here.
Hey,
No
get
offense,
the
but I'm an
Nintendo
adult
Switch.
now.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about the baby console.
I would probably get a PlayStation. I don't have either one now. I did have a PS4 and I had an Xbox One at one point, separate from the Doritos one that I got used. But I sold both of them when I got my PC.
Mhm.
But Ghost of Tsushima, I do want to play that,
It's a great game.
Yeah.
but it's
It is very
only
fun.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Being
I-
able to
I
play
mean,
replay the first Red
I think
Dead,
play-
that would be nice.
Yeah.
But that's
Good
on
choice.
both. So
Hey,
that's
good luck, though.
plug
'cause
your,
there's
plug
only
your
5 of
controller,
them.
Even
plug
matter.
your controller into your computer. It's the same thing. Oh no!
Yeah,
it's
good luck,
it's
by the way, because there's only 5 of them.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Damn, dude.
I also strongly prefer mouse and keyboard, even for games where people normally use controller.
Oh, you're a
Interesting.
cheater.
Like I'll play through Assassin's Creed on mouse and keyboard.
What about Rocket League?
Rocket League,
I feel like you have to.
I don't
control.
remember.
It
It's been
takes
so
much
long
skill
since we
to play
played
mouse
it.
and keyboard Rocket League.
Yeah, I feel like I did controller.
Controller's so much better.
Yeah,
should do
no,
that
it's
again.
Controller. That's a fun one. It's a fun chilling game.
I'm around tomorrow night. I don't have to work tomorrow night, so we could do some games tomorrow, maybe. But we'll figure that out later.
I am going to a hockey game.
and this is
so
probably
fuck you
people
guys.
are probably already listening to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this-
I
it,
can't
it
wait
would have
till-
happened, I
tomorrow.
imagine.
Yeah. So,
Check out the stream tomorrow.
Yeah, go look at the VODs and see if we followed through with this.
It is.
So
We're
funny.
recording this on March 3rd,
Oh wow,
2022.
this will probably come out February 4th.
Well, you know what we should do? We should start doing the Kaj thing and just backlogging them so far
A
in
tall
advance.
basketball player.
This one's not coming out till like
Yeah, Cometown
April
did it
4th.
once.
Yeah, it's a good bit,
Yeah,
but
I don't know if it worked necessarily,
no,
since
of course
they got
not.
burned out, and I also stopped listening to it, and then Stavros left. But
Because I can't imagine like anything you say in January and then here in like April would be relevant or interesting at
Yeah,
all.
I don't. It really depends on your normal content, I think, for that to be.
Oh, for sure. Like if you have something, like if you did something like E1 where you're doing jokes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bits, like it'd totally work.
Yeah, well,
But
they
if you're just-
recorded all those in 2017.
Well, that's true. Branson died
Yeah,
in 2020.
Branson,
so-
Branson fucking died.
Branson fucking died in 2020 after
Yeah.
he got betrayed by the chili hot dog. So
Red
It
Hot
was
Chili
sad.
Hot Dogs.
Red Hot
wow,
Chili Hot
that's
Dog.
very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. I mean, nobody gives a shit because fuck
Dude, took
Branson.
us
We all
out.
hate Branson, but you know,
But,
But
yeah,
yeah,
there's
so
a point
there's-
where like people are going to be like, "What?" if it's too far backlogged.
yeah,
Especially with content that's easy to do. Like, look what's on Twitter today. Like, if you have to put that out 6 months later, people are going to be like, "It's not that hard to make this once a week."
Or twice a week, even.
Yeah, what is on
You know?
Twitter today, folks?
actually, it's really hard. It's the hardest thing you can do.
Who's the
Everyone.
main character to freaking day?
Oh, I bet it's friggin' Elon Musk again.
oh, white people be trending. Let's see what this is about.
Oh fuck! Oh no!
That's bad news.
Trending in Canada, West Edmonton Mall.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they shut down the fucking roller coaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, I didn't know that
Uh-oh.
roller coaster killed a guy.
Yeah,
Beheaded him.
ages ago.
Yeah, but that's dangerous. Shut it down, you know?
I'm anti-roller coaster.
There's somebody, one of the first replies I saw to the story about it shutting down, like the main one, was somebody being like, I rode this twice, pre-accident and after. I didn't enjoy it particularly either time. Sounds good.
It's a fucked up roller coaster because it's all inside, right? Like it's in the mall, and there's like a whole
Mhm.
bunch of loop-de-loops. It's like not the craziest coaster. It's not like you went to Six Flags, but it's like
Aggressive.
It's definitely the most aggressive one, like in Alberta. And yeah, there's like 3 or 4 like full
What's
loops.
it called again?
The Mind Bender.
That's right.
But there's like a height limit to it, which I haven't seen on a coaster before. Like I think if you're 6'3" or 6, I think if you're 6'4", you can't ride it. And like I'm 6'2.5", pushing 6'3", and so I'm
All
like
guys
just
watching.
Fucking
Just-
finally, man. Now you guys know what it's like to not be able to meet the height thing for the roller coaster.
but it's because
After-
there's
at long last.
there's fucking like beams and shit because it's all
Hey,
so
stop
compact,
squeaking.
which is
Yeah.
I think how that guy died. And yeah, it like felt I was constantly going to hit my head on something, and so I think when I was like under a bunch of G-force, I was like turning my head to like dodge shit, and I had like the worst fucking neck pain for like 2 or 3 days afterwards. So I was scared to ride it again after that, but pretty
sounds
fun.
awful.
I don't.
It's
Yeah,
like
it just sounds
pulling
like
on
a
your neck like a chiropractor.
I don't enjoy rides that beat the fuck. Dude, literally, there's a ride at Six Flags Mid America, New Jersey. I haven't even fucking been there in Missouri. And it's called the Ninja, and it's called that because it beats the fuck out of you. I got off that ride with a bloody nose when I was like 8.
Dude, it was
Speaking of Missouri, I just want to reiterate for people who didn't watch the Sunday stream, because I don't think we talked about this on the podcast, but the Scotty Allen Day video that came out the other day where he talks about how he got fired from that bus place 2 years ago. for foot odor, among other complaints. And then one of the ways he tried to get back on his feet was he put together $3,400, got the blessing of his family, went down to Missouri from, I think, Portland, Oregon, to do CDL license training. And then somehow the guy he was staying in the hotel room with got so mad at him for having foot odor that the complaint got escalated to the boss. And this is another trucker. So somehow he smelled so bad that another trucker made a Karen complaint to the management. And then they talked to him and said, if your foot odor is this bad, we can't have you in the trucks. We can't have you stinking up the trucks, basically. And then they sent him home without refunding any of his money.
But what's funny,
man.
and this is his side of the story too, right?
Yeah, this is him
reworking the story to make it sound like he's like the victim of it all too. And it's
was
already
it really just feet?
Yeah, his side of the story already sounds like, dog, if you stunk that bad, like you have an issue and you need to see a doctor or find a way to fix that.
I have a couple theories too. One is that it was way more than feet odor, and he just figures like feet one is actually a medical condition and it shows him a hard worker, blah blah blah. Like I think you just stunk, considering like I said before, his shirt and tie deal, you can tell he just takes it off and like stands it up in the corner.
Yeah.
This just never gets washed, and he puts it on the next day again.
He's got dandruff all over his shit. He's got like peeling skin all over his face. Like it's one thing to have a skin condition or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if we're granting him that it's just a skin condition, but you got to like wash off the dead skin that's hanging off.
Another one of my favorite parts is the guy telling him like, "Your feet stink, man," like whatever, and he's like, "Oh," and I said, "Okay, I'll put some talcum powder on it." How about wash them? How about put on new socks or like buy new shoes? Because that's your deal, is like you don't wear socks and wear like the New Balance fucking grass cutter 400s. Like,
there's a lot to question about his story, even if you take it sort of at face value, and then you also take it that like he's trying his best, but like he's not.
No.
You just know he's not doing his best, and like you don't.
he's doing his best, and if everything falls into place.
When I worked at Target, there was a guy that stunk so bad because he smoked cigs in his car, and he left it like a trail of like stink in the store, and he only worked morning, so it wasn't that bad. And like they had to send him home occasionally and be like, "Hey man, like you got to go home. Like customers are complaining, and like here's like a new shirt. We can requisition you like these new red shirts. It's fine. Like
I was about to say
you got to switch your shirt.
Yeah,
exactly. One shirt, one pair of pants, smoking in his car, and he just left a stink. I remember one time in the back bathroom, I went in, or like he walked out, and I had to shit so bad, and I ran in there, and he like had just left, and like his stunk, like just it stayed in that bathroom the whole time. And I remember just being sick to my stomach while I was just having like hungover diarrhea. I mean, like, this is the worst day of my life. I hate everything right now.
It's like an evil thing to do to people. I remember in college.
He didn't get fired. He didn't get fired for all this time.
Exactly,
because they can't just fire you for stinking.
It's one of the worst things you can do to the people around you without really getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Like you can really push it and make everybody's life hell. Like I remember in college, first year, I was in the new dorms. I was lucky enough to be in the new dorms where every room had a shower and a full bathroom in it. Even though it was 2 people to a room. And there was this guy like down the hall and a couple doors down who every time he walked down the hallway, he would leave body odor down the hallway for like half an hour.
Yeah.
And there was a shower in the room, and there was laundry in that building, and all you had to do was swipe your card and you could do laundry for free. But this guy just decided, fuck it, I won't shower. And like I had to hold my nose. I would be like coming back from class, and I already had to go up like 4 flights of stairs to get to the room. And then I would see this guy, and I would just get a whiff of just ass sweat.
His stand-up air.
And it wasn't like he wasn't exercising also. This was like a Poindexter.
Yeah. I think that's just like being that guy. Like he just never showered. He never had to.
He's probably
like,
really good at some game.
They just they hit puberty, and like you didn't really have that stink before as a kid. Like kids to kind of just don't stink until they start hitting puberty and they
I'm
start
gonna make my
sweating
kids
and,
shower every day. I don't give a
But-
shit.
But like, and then so he just was like, well, I don't need a shower. I'm fine. I'm fine. And then just kept stinking it up. And his parents clearly don't give a shit. Or maybe now that his parents are out of his life, he was like, I don't have to do what they say.
Laundry
I can
is over.
It's done.
I'm gonna
I'm
put
good.
my kids out in the rain and put Dawn on them.
Clean yourself.
Hose them off. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. It has such a negative effect on other people. And it's one thing if you have like if you don't have a place to go, you don't have a place to take a shower, or
absolutely.
you're like severely mentally ill. But if you have the ability to do that shit and you're just walking around and making everyone ill all day.
Yeah, there's obviously like if you lack the ability to, it sucks and it's not held against you, but everyone we've talked about had the ability to and just is not doing it. It's like
Put
you
some
don't
talcum
Yeah,
powder
he
on
was
it.
in a hotel. He
you
was
don't
in a
feel
ho-
you don't
there's a
have to feel
shower
bad
there.
for those people.
They give
Like,
you
different
fresh
options.
Yeah.
towels.
They give you soap
Okay.
too.
Bro,
Free
not only
soap.
are they at a hotel, like you're at trucker school, so you're going to truck stops too. Like
mhm.
there's showers there specifically because you guys smell like shit, and you go to
'Cause you
glory holes
sit.
where the girl's boyfriend's standing in the corner.
Like
Yeah.
he had a tweet from 2016 where he was talking about how he got a Karen complaint about foot odor, and this wasn't a
Oh,
Karen.
there's such a Karen.
Like that might have been a
Karens,
woman,
man.
but this was another trucker. This
Mhm.
was a guy. It's not a Karen.
It
This
was
is
a guy
a
Karen.
blue collar guy.
Why would a woman complain about his feet?
Mm-hmm.
One of his coworkers is
Hard
like,
to
I gotta
believe.
use this. No, it's the guy coming after me. Like, I gotta drive this bus after you, motherfucker.
yeah.
You stink.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for foot odor. Yeah, I'm putting that together now. What you said, that it's probably just general odor and foot has nothing to do with it.
Absolutely. He blames foot.
I'm sure they do stink, but he just thinks that's
Yeah.
like a more generous way to put it.
Yeah.
He thinks he can blame it on his feet and be like, well, it's just it's
It's
hereditary.
also like-
it's
also-
hereditary. I can't control it.
It's not hard
Yeah.
to fucking figure out he stinks all over.
I know, right?
Yeah.
God damn, he looks like an real monster.
He gets up from the bus seat and there's just like a ghost of him sitting there in like a green stench.
Like a skin, like a snake.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Bro, you're walking by the
They
Greyhound
come in
at night.
with a vacuum and it just sucks it up.
You're walking by the Greyhound at night and you think you see him standing there in the bus. You get up closer, there's nothing there. It's just like swamp gas because of his cloud he left behind. From far away, it's like a mirage. You're like, wow.
His own
It's really
Slimer.
Oh,
Really paranormal.
it's the haunted bus.
They have those toilet seat covers on the bus for him to put down. It covers the whole thing just because he is going to get shit on it, and then they just rip it off. And or like those things on the where you lay down at the doctor and there's the paper that comes out. Yeah, they just tear it off and pull a new one over.
Oh, fuck, man.
It
And
just
he's still
doesn't-
driving the bus, by the way. He said in one of his recent videos he drove a bus of kids to Bible camp.
Well,
morning.
hopefully he's
Drove to
got better
heaven.
hygiene. Like, I don't know. It feels like, he might have some things that are causing his, like, parts of his body to stink more, but, like, I just don't trust that he's washing.
Yeah, I think
correctly.
he's got bugs and
Yeah,
trials
I think
and
the
tribulations.
problem is
and
that people
plagues.
are telling him about this stuff and he brushes it off.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got the plague.
Like that guy confronted him and said, like, dude, you smell so bad. It's like I can't get any sleep before this
I said it last
test
night,
for the
though, but,
exam.
like, if you don't get off the bus quick enough, you start taking -5 HP.
But I think that's like a turning point that you get at like puberty when you're like 13 or 14 and you go to school for the first time and someone just says you stink and you're just like, ah, shit, I think I should shower
Yeah, that
before
should make
school
you never
now.
stink
Like,
again.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's where you're just like, all right, I gotta fix this. I can't be the stinky guy. Like that's a bad role to have.
Yeah,
So-
that's when you learn about it. But
Yeah,
he's been told that so many times, and he says, "Oh, I'll put some talcum powder on it." Like,
And I swear
just
kids
fucking
are-
do it. Everybody's been telling you this your whole life.
I swear kids are cleaner now because our high school generation, at least
Mhm.
for most of us, was like super bad. Was a good representation of how he spits on the guy spits on people, and he's like,
Yeah.
it's so nasty, but like that's how people were. It's so gross. Like that's the same way. Where like if you told that same sort of kid like with that attitude, like you stink, man, he'd be like, yeah, dude, my nuts smell like your mom. Like he'd walk away like he didn't give a fuck. I also had like fuckload of stinky skater friends, of course. Those kids
Yeah.
Worst.
The worst smelling kids were always the guys who went to the all boys school. There was a few all boys schools in like Cleveland. St. Ignatius is one. I think St. Ed's, but I don't know if it still is. But there was no girls to like impress, and so they all just show up like being as stinky as possible, as gross as possible. You know what's the worst about them too?
About the all boys Catholics, they don't fucking wash their practice shit or their game uniforms.
Oh yeah, no, they have
smell like sour fucking milk.
Just playing them, and they just smell gross. Like they have their uniforms have yeast infections on them.
I've called them out before, man. This one guy on our team was superstitious because we were like 8-0. We were like a first year team for this academy, and I just got to play because I was a big ass motherfucker. And that was the CYO league where the weight limit was 175, and my brother and I were both 173 in 8th grade. And my brother, it was 8th and 9th CYO, and that kid he was superstitious, didn't wash his practice gear at all. So every time you have to go up against him on like any sort of formation, you're like, oh my god, fucking stink, man.
Catholicism is sort of the idea behind it is LARPing, that you're in the Middle Ages, basically. And what is more associated with the Middle Ages than stinking like crap?
Nothing more Middle Aged than that. We were playing in a field that was a lot of dog shit in the field where we practiced. It was July when we started practicing with 2-a-days, so it was hot as fuck. We had horse flies, and we all had haircuts that looked like queer peasants. Schoolers and Catholics.
I played rugby with a guy who said it was bad luck to wash your shorts in season. And he was the scrum half, which is I guess like the closest equivalent to like a quarterback.
I think
like
he's in every play. Was his lower half. Scrummy as fuck.
Well, he said if anything, it gives him a competitive advantage because if he's like in the shit, people are going to be grossed out if his ass stinks. And he'll be able to pass it.
That was the other guy on our team, the stinky kid, man. He's like, dude, people are going to be afraid to go up against us. I'm like, yeah, we are. Well,
practice. That's the thing.
They don't know he stinks yet. We do.
When you go up against someone else on the other team every so often. You're not like man to man all the time. Who are you closest with? Your own team. Your own team smells you the whole time. The other team smells you like a small percentage of it.
Football's the least effective for that strategy.
Yeah.
Maybe baseball. Fuck.
I just never washed my baseball uniform. I got a stink on the bench.
Just wiping poop on your bat. Is that pine tar? Nope, you wish. That's poop from my ass on the bat.
Oh, I gotta pee on my glove. It loosens it up, and it's good luck too. Right before every game,
having
just
a big
soaked glove.
having one of those nasty stringy boogers when your nose is dried out, and swiping on the ball.
That's a spitball. Calling it a spitball, just putting a booger
you call it the booger ball, bro.
Baseball players were fucking foul, dude. There's a reason they call it foul ball.
Okay, speaking of foul, Alex, I don't know how close you were following any of this shit, but friend of Trevor Bauer, who also is never going to play pro baseball again, hopefully, but
who is he again?
Mike. He had sexual assaulting guy. Trevor Bauer was. His best friend though, Mike Clevenger, just got in trouble. But also he did one of the most grody baseball things ever. He dip spit on his baby.
Ew!
He was mad as
fucking outlaw Josie Wales ass.
Yeah, his baby was crying while he was trying to watch one of the baseball games while he was at home. He dip spit all over his baby.
Fuck, man.
So they used to play. They both used to play for the Indians, now Guardians, and like Trevor Bauer was always
sounds like his kid needs a guardian.
Trevor Bauer was always like a dickhead, and then Clevenger seemed like he wanted to be like this hippie, but in like 2018, so it was just kind of weird. But you're just like, all right, man, whatever. He seemed kind of normal, but now it's like he's spitting on his fucking baby and like abusing his wife.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like,
why would you dip? You're a rich guy and you dip.
That was baseball because they're addicted at like 12.
Yeah, that's a classic
every baseball
thing.
Player dips. Basically.
Every baseball player in high school would come to class with like the grossest fucking dip, and you can't dip in
players are annoying, man.
Catholic school.
Fucking nasty.
They all pigeon walk into class wearing their Adidas slides and the fucking packed lip. There's the fucking socks up to their knees, sluts.
The baseball players were always the worst people. Like they're dumber than hockey players. Baseball players are the dumbest athletes by far. And there's no like head contact either. So they don't have an excuse.
That's so funny. They don't have CT. They're just awful.
They're just dumb. They're just incredibly dumb and evil.
That's why I usually hung out with the soccer kids, or just the fucking straight up band kids.
Yeah, soccer kids were fine. I played soccer, and like they just smoke weed and drink, and like football is fine after like the first couple years, and like no one's going D1, so no one can like
soccer kids.
think
I
they're
knew were
cooler.
like that. They were like the partiers. They didn't really give a shit, but they were. It was always the partiers that were really good too, which is funny. But then you'd have like the one or two kids that were like super goody two shoes, and soccer was just like their third best activity. And they were like whatever. They were kind of boring. And then the rest of the team were like, I'm going to marry this girl that I'm been dating for 2 months in high school. Now I love her forever. Like total lover boy types. Cool.
There was
And
a couple
then-
that did that in our yearbook, and then they broke up right after the yearbook was finalized.
Awkward.
Awesome.
And then, like, by the time it came out, they had they were with new BFs and GFs.
Yeah, that's why I just didn't date in high school. I didn't want to break up. And
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seemed
me
too
too.
messy. You know, I had a lot going on in my
It would
life.
have been really embarrassing.
yeah, I was like, man, I'm getting no pussy in high school because this would be embarrassing.
I don't want to ruin my year.
People
I
might
was
make
one of
fun
those-
of me.
I was one of those Catholics that was like fat, no swag. I mean, I
Yeah.
could dance at least, which is cool. But again, fat. Nobody could tell if I was Italian, Albanian, whatever. Like, it could have been anything really at that point, especially if I had a nice tan. And didn't know how to talk to girls. But I was also one of those guys like, yeah, I'm waiting till marriage. Like, yeah, you bet you are, Tubby. I bet you are.
Yeah, I'm just Volsel. That's why I'm not getting
Yeah.
laid.
No, I'm bulking till sex. Wait until marriage and I'm bulking.
Once I
cut
start
for my
working out, it's
wedding.
gonna be huge.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
gonna have so much energy to fuck.
I'm dirty bulking, and then I'll
I'm
start
dirty
working out.
bulking so I can fuck good.
God,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
it.
Cole Campbell.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Oh man. I want to fucking jump on Cole Campbell and watch all of the fucking air and poop fly out of him. Gallons of it. This would be normal
He's
size.
gained so much weight to the center of his body in a short amount of time.
I
And
love
that's
it.
not good for you.
He's getting
He's-
so. I mean, he
No,
already
he's
is.
losing weight. He's
Yeah.
intermittent fasting.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
it
that's
looks like he had
right.
a Jack and the Beanstalk type interaction where he traded like his dad's BMW for some magic beans. He immediately fucking ate them with a glass of water when they're growing inside of him.
It would be a cup of coffee. He would not.
Intermittent
He has not had a
fasting.
glass of water
Yeah,
in
okay,
years.
sorry.
Sometimes I stop eating to breathe in. That's what he means.
I love when he
Yeah,
does that, and he does it for like one day, and just is like, now I'm eating 4,000 calories. I'm eating an outlaw meal.
It's like how Andrew R15 relapses on jacking off every 4 hours and then quits again.
What does R even stand for?
Oh,
hard
well,
to say.
Rifle.
whatever it is, I'm sure he can say it.
He's not even jacking off. He's just watching porn. I don't know if I think we talked about the last pod, but like he posted in the Discord that he was watching porn 7 days a week, 3 hours a day, at least 3 hours a day.
My
That's so-
God.
It's crazy. I've never done that in my life.
Nope.
I just
I don't
cannot
know.
even relate to it.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
The last time you could do that was like acceptable was when you were home alone and it was just LimeWire and you had to download videos.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had
like
to
your
wait
parents
like
are
3 hours.
gone. You're like,
That was like a
13.
once a year type event though.
Yeah,
like
for
to
you.
do that.
You don't have that type of time, man.
No, it was like
Especially if you have
every once in a
siblings.
while. Yeah, if you have
Look, use a
siblings.
computer, I'm like, I need to jack off for 3 hours, 7 days a week.
No,
stupid.
hold on. There's
I'm
video
gooning.
downloading. You
I'm
cannot go on
gooning.
the you cannot go on the computer.
Don't
and you're just
read,
sitting there.
Do not read with downloading. Do not expand that file. No, it's
The
Smallville.
family room is my
Yes.
goon cave.
No, it's Smallville. Yes, it is.
And then back then we had like dial up, so it was super slow. And if you were on the internet, phone lines didn't work. So like
Yeah.
your parents
Yeah.
would call home, and be like, "What are you doing on the internet?" And it's
So
like,
that
"No, don't
accounted for
worry."
most of the time.
Yeah,
But it doesn't now. And now that's it loaded up and it's instantly on in like 3 hours. How do you do that?
it's a job. It's a part-time
And then for
job.
that guy, that's what bothers me the most about those guys is that like he comes online and he acts all holier than thou.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I'm better than that now. And oh, you guys, you're all masturbating and looking at porn probably. We need to ban porn. And it's like, you are a freak. You are
Yeah.
like,
Well, you-
this is like,
Dude, that is what's so annoying. Like,
so, do you think he's edging the entire time for like one big cum shot, or do you think he's like busting a bunch of times in that 3 hours?
I think he's
Once
busting
an
a bunch
hour.
of times. Yeah, I think he's busting as much as he can in that 3 hours.
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine that 3 hours is like where his parents are still at work. And like he's alone in his room with his laptop.
he
and
is just going
like,
until there's
going
nothing
crazy.
coming out but like
Yeah.
something that looks like coconut milk. It looks like he's trying to get venom out of there.
Mhm.
his parents get home from work and they're like, Did you spill sour milk?
Yeah.
He's doing
Yes.
it, and when he releases, just like a little poof of air pops
hey,
out,
Andrew,
and he goes,
why
"All
does
right, done
Why
for
does
today."
it look like the Shroud of Turin on this chair with your ass print?
I forget where I saw it, but it was like a tweet or a Discord thing that someone screen capped. But he said he had like a really bad week dealing with some Twitter trolls, which I think was just Alex saying to Melanie Mack, "I think this guy's trying to fuck you."
yeah.
And I replied to a couple of his other replies to women saying,
Yeah.
Andrew, don't relapse.
Little does he know
he's saying like I'm quitting porn and jacking off as of right now, and then 2 minutes later he's replying to an e-girl selfie like, you look so beautiful today.
But then poor motherfucker, he has a podcast. Like, well, how many times has he come in the 3 hours where he's jacking off?
I don't think he's a poor motherfucker because he's
know,
an evil
that's-
bastard.
Fuck that
That's
little
why you
bastard.
don't
Yeah.
tell the whole world about your masturbation habits. That's why you don't do it. Because then, that never happens that people talk about it on a podcast. If you
Yeah,
just don't post about it
That's why
every
you
day.
don't go to the gym and make the Arthur fist and take a picture of it every day.
Yeah, that guy is like,
So
it's
annoying.
good that he's going to the gym, but he keeps posting these progress pictures and he just looks the same. And it's like,
I think I've told you guys he works at a pizza place, and you know what he eats for lunch and dinner?
Yes.
Pizza.
I hate this. But tell them why, Tom.
Because the pizza place isn't doing as well, so he feels pressured to order pizza to help the sales.
He's not even getting it for free. He's not doing
He's
it for
not-
fucking discount.
he's not
or
getting
anything.
free
He's
pizza.
buying pizza from them and eating it, and he's making the pizza, putting money in the register, and leaving.
it's so fucking sick. It's like a make your own pizza
And so
place.
he's saying he's doing like intermittent fasting and he's part of the carnivore diet, and then he's just eating pizza.
Oh my god! Just a complete
Well-
stalemate with your lifestyle and your body. And
It's
going
just
to the gym
it
6
sucks.
days a week and being like, day 61. It's like, are you trying to get fatter? Honest question.
It's like,
He
yeah,
shaved his face.
The problem is
don't-
if you try to say anything to those guys, they're just going to be like, you're a cuck, you're a lib.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Yes.
If you
yes,
say
I am.
like maybe you should try doing calorie restriction and not only eating bacon.
The worst thing about that guy that I hate, that little fanny pack that he wears has his little fucking fat guy pistol in it.
Yeah, he has a gun. That guy
Yeah,
carries
he
a
brings
gun
it to the gym
everywhere.
all the time.
He brings
and
a
has
gun
it
everywhere.
right on his nutsack while he's working out, which is fucking hilarious.
And he's waiting, like any of those guys, they are just waiting for a reason to shoot someone in the back.
Oh my
Because they would be
God,
too
bro.
scared to like confront somebody. And like
Imagine
as soon as
him.
you turn around, they're gonna shoot you in the back.
His ass would shoot a fucking plate and it would ricochet and kill him perfectly between the eyes.
I wish, man. They are just demons and they need to be punished. But I do love them. I love going through the replies. I love retweeting the nasty meals they make to send
Yeah,
to
the
Melanie
guy that
Mac.
had the keto meal that was a bunch of chicken
Oh.
and bacon, and then
I was so fucking triggered
a
by
full
that,
sugar
man.
Dr. Pepper.
That was
What
so-
are we
Yeah,
even
like
doing
his
here?
pictures are
A
so
A
bad.
591 milliliter, bro.
Did you look at the biscuits and pizza eggs with hot sauce and ranch and Cool Ranch
Yeah.
Dorito chips and fried ham and jalapenos and cheese?
That sounds good.
That was just like an inexplicable reply to somebody.
yeah.
It's not even keto. None of it is.
No,
like,
it's
what
just
do
a
you-
bunch of bullshit,
That
man.
guy got the wrong idea, I guess, and thought you're just making gross
Yeah,
food.
that one
you
is
lose
so
weight
funny.
by making gross food, basically.
Because the post he's replying to just says, "We have since come to realize that songs about fish are just cocomelon for grown men. Really anything fish related seems to bewitch men. Very charming trait amongst boys." And then he just posts his food and is like, "This is what I had for dinner tonight." It's just so stupid. What are you doing, you fucking freak?
I remember that fish thing now. I remember seeing that and being confused by it, and I'm still confused by it.
Mhm.
Can you guys name a song about fish?
Something in the Way by Nirvana. It's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feeling.
I guess that mentions
Under the
fish.
sea.
That's true.
I guess that's true.
Octopus's Garden, maybe. That
Yeah.
there's probably something about fish in
oh,
there.
Oh.
Yellow Submarine.
Yeah.
There's
I wouldn't
about
say any of
fish,
that
but-
bewitches me.
a whole band called Fish.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's true.
Yeah. Mastodon's Blood and Thunder album. That's about Moby Dick. That's kind of a fish.
That's a whale, though.
Radiohead had a song called Weird Fishes.
That's
Okay.
true.
Very good song, too.
Yeah, I would. That's pretty bewitching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The guys from Ween are big fishermen. I know they do like guided fishing tours.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
I used to post.
I like
I
that
used to
band more.
post with a guy that went with one-on-one of them. He was like a Ween super fan.
It was,
Yeah, I like Ween. I haven't really listened
Yeah, I
to.
bet you do like Ween.
I like getting. I hate that band.
That was all
Because
I
building
hate
up to that.
I
They
hate
trick
'em.
you into saying stuff like that. Like I remember in like 5th grade when U2 Beautiful Day came out, this kid said, "I love you too." And then a guy was like, "Did you just say that to another guy? You're gay." And then people laughed at him.
And the kid had to leave school. He never came back. They never saw
So
him
it's sort of a
again.
prank of a band name.
That's why the Edge doesn't talk much, because he said that once about his own band. So we
It's
call him
actually
gay.
because he's gooning.
Yeah.
It's true. No,
He's
that's
trying
the
not
It's
to
in
Edge.
his name.
that kid's name, Dylan Klebold.
What?
Wow.
He was actually the outgoing
Wow.
one.
Was he? I don't. I just remember. I don't remember which one was which. I don't remember which one was
Chet,
which.
you need to learn more about the history of your land over there.
There's too many people over there. So.
Every 3 months we got a new guy over here, so that's cool.
The mountain. The mountain just drives you crazy.
I think
there's
it's
been
the
over-
elevation.
Can you guys believe there's been over 5 shootings in America since Columbine?
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna
Crazy.
say it. Dylan and Eric's Doomwads were mid,
Yeah, I agree.
completely mid.
Yeah, I actually posted on that forum with them when I was 1 year old.
It's just another thing like Hitler's paintings where it's just completely mid and there's barely anything to say about it.
Yeah, nobody would even talk about it if they didn't do all that stuff.
Exactly. No one would remember those wads. We would
Fuck,
never
it's so
discuss
good.
those wads.
So good. No, that's
I'm on a
fucking, like,
BBS.
smart guy discussion.
Dude, without all that shit happening, nobody would remember it.
No one even know Thomas Edison is without his inventions.
Yup.
That's what nerds talked like in the 90s. They're like, I got to go on a BBS to get some whereas.
And now,
And some wads.
now in
I got some pirated
2023,
wads.
all the nerds are like, I gotta go on
Now-
a BBL.
Yeah, now like I gotta go to
You get
Ciudad
one.
Juarez and get a BBL.
No, they're talking about cringe maxing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm cringe maxing. I'm taking the L. I'm taking all the L's.
Yep.
Take a W, break it in half, boom, 2 L's. Let's
I'm
go.
kind of
That's for me.
L-pilled.
I don't know.
L
First thing about
pilled.
W, first thing about W, you could turn it to 2 L's.
When you guys
Yeah, I'm blue pilled.
when you guys come visit me in Denver and Andrew one of these days, we got to go to the restaurant that's near me and Andrew's favorite bar called The L.
Oh,
Actually,
shit.
I-
Well, just
Oh
shit.
shit.
there's,
What
like,
does the L stand for?
spending 3 hours
Losers.
just taking pictures in front of it.
I know, right?
Being like, yeah, this is mine.
I know.
You should
Oh,
take
this is
this.
mine.
I know. I thought about going to take a picture, but I was like, I don't really feel like waiting for the crosswalk and cross the street and then cross back. I'll do it next time, and then I just keep forgetting.
I'm gonna call it Fell.
Thel.
Damn, let's go to Thel.
Yo, I see it Fell tonight. Cool,
See
cool,
y'all at
cool.
Thel tonight. They got deals. Happy hour at Thel.
That's like do you have Mr. B's in Ohio, Tom?
No.
Kind of like
Yeah, from Ghost Kitchens.
it's like I don't even know how to explain it. Mr. B's is like a sports bar without TVs, sort of, but nicer food. I don't know. It's
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Kind of like a steakhouse, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like Earl's or Moxie's.
Sure. But we just call that Merbs. And yeah, we said that once after volleyball, and our friend was fucking trying to Google Mervs. Driving around. It reminded me of that.
I can't find it. Just not.
Oh,
You're being
fuck.
too embarrassed to ask. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Is it-
Let me see.
Is it 1311 that people call Baskin Robbins? It's something like
They're not
that.
1488.
1480. Yeah, they need to change that.
I
Let me
forget-
just pull
what
up
were
the
numbers?
logo.
It's 30, 31,
Because
It's
It's
Thirteen
1312.
right?
13, yeah, 13,
Yeah.
12.
Good year.
ACAB.
Yeah, it's the cop numbers. People think it's called 1312, and I think that's awesome.
Yep. We also have TCBYs here.
Oh, wow.
You know what that stands for, right?
Oh,
The country's best yogurt.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that till like
wow.
not very recently, but yeah, late into my adult years.
Is it?
Yeah, lofty claim.
Yeah, it really is the country's best yogurt.
I don't know if that's true.
They can't lie.
Yeah.
They
I
can
don't know
get
if I
sued for
trust
lying.
that anymore after
advertising.
Jack.
They sell froyo.
Well, he had to stop making his sauce.
guy that puts a fucking trill
Froyo.
and accent
Yeah.
on frozen yogurt. Froyo.
He
Yeah,
just thinks
Froyo.
it's Spanish.
Froyo.
Froyo.
Spelled with a J. Froho.
Froho and Froho.
Yeah, can I get the vanilla froho?
I'll take one Froho, please.
Por favor.
Por favor.
Por favor.
Yo hablo
Damn.
Espanol.
Peggy Hill. I would like one.
I would like one.
Por favor.
Froyo. Por favor. And everyone, por favor, sign up for the Patreon.
Au revoir.
Yep.
Sign up for the Patreon.
Wait, that's French.
Unless this is a Patreon episode.
This is Patreon, I think.
This
Then
is-
you're
Thank
on
you
the
for
right.
being signed
Don't
up for
leave.
Patreon.
Everybody, let us know in the comments since this is Patreon.
I think it's
which
actually
celebrity
public.
you want to see on the
Isn't
pod.
it?
We'll get them.
I think it's 84.
No, 84 we just did.
Pick
That's
it-
the one where we talked about Freaky Friday.
If all of you in the comments can agree on one celebrity, we'll get them on the next pod, guaranteed.
Let me check.
No,
Let me
this is
check.
86.
82 is the Freak Friday one.
Yeah.
And 83,
This
I'm
is
going to
83.
edit.
This is 84.
This is 84.
This is a public
This is
one.
84.
What's up, everybody?
Damn.
Join the Patreon, please. Thank you.
That's right.
Bye.
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 Bye, 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 bye.
Your radio is set on cruise control. Get set for another 45 minutes of non-stop rock and roll. At least 10 great rock songs back to back. Guaranteed.